Did you know the Young Turks have 18 different shows? Become a TYT member and get all of them. Click the link in the description box below.
As we had mentioned earlier, George Soros had one of his employees had discovered an explosive device in his mailbox. Luckily, no one got hurt, and the police successfully and proactively detonated the explosive device. And so far, we don't know of any suspects, but the authorities are looking into it. But one other component to the story that I wanted to touch on is the reaction that we're seeing on social media from right-wingers who have bought into all of the conspiracy theories and propaganda regarding George Soros. Now look, I usually don't care about what people say on Twitter because oftentimes you just come across anonymous, eggs, and people just say things to provoke. But a lot of these include people with their full names, and I just think that it's important for us to get the thought process that some of these people have. So one person wrote, unfortunately, Soros doesn't pick up his own mail. This person is anonymous, obviously, but what does that even mean? So you'd be happy if he died from an explosive device?
Yeah, of course that's what it means. Yeah, they're rooting on terrorism. And by the way, these are all in response to a Fox News tweet about it, so Fox News followers.
Yeah, exactly, that's an important piece. So one other person, David Salvico Jr. says, funding the protesters, mobs, and whatever else, but it's okay for the Dems to attack the Republicans. That's why karma.
Yeah, nobody, like for example, the other day we talked about Mitch McConnell and how he got yelled at a Cuban restaurant in Kentucky. Let's note for the record, there's Cuban restaurants in Kentucky. Okay, so we said it was out of bounds to throw out his leftovers onto the sidewalk. A little different than a bomb.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that's as far as anyone has gone on the left. And we say don't do that. Okay, and telling your elected representatives that you are unhappy with their votes is the single most American thing you could do. Planting a bomb in someone's house is the single most terrorist thing you could do.
One other person wrote, Saudis, haha. I never want anything bad to happen to anyone, but I believe there is a very special, very warm place for him in the very near future. / I want something bad to happen to this guy.
Yeah.
Amazing. One other person wrote, finally a positive start to our morning. It's Kevin McBride.
But these go on and on and on and on and on, right? So do these particular people tweeting represent all Republicans? Since we're fair, we're gonna say of course not, right? But you know how Fox News would react if the shoe was on the other foot.
100%.
If they put a bomb, somebody put a bomb in the Koch brothers mailbox, which we would say that is abhorrent, terrible, disastrous, right? And Fox News hosts would find some random dude on Twitter, and it would only take two. They'd be like, good enough. It's all that. Look at the Democrats. Look at their mobs. Look at their violence. Look at all their stuff. They don't have that, and they still say it.
Yep.
Right. And so this whole talk of how the left is violent is both hilarious and sickening when the right wing, literally in this case and in many cases, revels in violence. Violence is unfortunately, their go-to move. And so, look, again, mainstream media is not allowed to say because they don't want to offend their viewers. But they had 17 people to pick from, and Republican voters picked Donald Trump. So if you think Donald Trump is vile in his attack against Latinos, Muslims, George Soros, reporters, you name it, they didn't pick him despite that. They picked him because of that. The most accurate thing Hillary Clinton has ever said in her life was to say about half of Trump's voters are the deplorables. Unfortunately, with this kind of reaction to the applauding the terrorists on the right wing, I'm afraid the number is a little higher than half. On the go? Don't worry, we got you covered. You can still listen to TYT at our new podcast network. Find us on Apple Podcasts, the Google Play Store, or at tyt.com/podcast.